Man, it has to come down to the love versus fear dichotomy. There's no simpler way to put it. So the question we're examining here is, what is the difference between good and evil, and how do you consistently do good? And I just want to start by saying that if you are actually considering this question and want to act on it, then you are already doing better than probably 90% of people out there who never even consider this question. Most people operate on autopilot with their head down and never consider these types of things like good versus bad or right versus wrong, or more importantly, positive versus negative impact, all that type of stuff. So good on you, and thank you for investing the time and the mental and emotional bandwidth required to actually examine this question, because it is one of the most important questions that human beings can consider. You know, philosophers have been debating this for, well, since the dawn of humanity, right? One of the inherent issues with this question is subjectivity. Good and evil can look very different from different people's perspectives. Realizing that other people's perspectives are just as valid as your own is a major breakthrough in life. And some people never get there. Some people are so wrapped up in their own bullshit and can only see the world through their own subjective lens or perspective, or at least they only try to see the world through their own lens or perspective. And I think that there's a major problem with that. People convincing themselves that they're right and other people are wrong. That's a major issue that we face in society and humanity overall. So realizing that other people's subjective perspectives and experiences are just as valid as your own is incredibly important. But learning to see the world from other people's perspectives doesn't answer that core question we're examining here of what is good and what is evil, and how to do good and surround yourself and spend your time with other people who are also doing good. What I have learned is that it ultimately comes down to the impact that you have on others. Goodness comes from serving others, badness comes from harming others. So of course, after coming to this realization, the natural thing to do is to go out there and try and serve and help others. And so what does this look like?